各位大家下午好 Selamat tengah hari. Waalaikumsalam. On the behalf of our party and party members, thank you all for joining us today. It's our privilege to have all of you here. I'm Lee Yong-hui, and I'm the Assistant Secretary General of Progress Singapore Party. I'm about to share a little bit of my background with all of you. As a child, I was fortunate enough to grow up in a kampong at the foot of Bukit Timah Hill. And I spent many of my days playing Air Rajah Market with my dad. And during my spare time, when I was not in school, I accompanied him to deliver coffee powder all around Singapore. And I got to see Singapore in a very unique way, through the back of a van. Like many of you, I've been through several hardships and difficulties. I understand the dilemmas and difficulties that you face today. This is why I decided to step forward and do something about it. I helped Dr. Tan in 2011 for his presidential elections. He contacted me through my father, who served him as a grassroots member. And it was through my dad that I saw the spirit in serving the people. In 2015, I was invited to join Dr. Tan's core team. And in 2018, I became political secretary by title to Dr. Tan. It was also in 2018 when Dr. Tan and I came together with 10 other brave souls to help form Progress Singapore Party. The purpose of creating Progress Singapore Party was to build a common platform for all Singaporeans who believe in realizing a better Singapore and wanting to do that together with us. There is a need for new political leadership in Singapore, which is not only visionary and far-sighted, but also one that governs with the purpose to improve all aspects of lives of Singaporeans. We need to create a conducive environment to help fulfill the aspirations of Singaporeans. When Singaporeans flourish, the economy will be vibrant. Political parties and leaders must be capable of imagining what is beyond the horizons, and more importantly, are able to rally Singaporeans behind a common vision. This means that this common vision has to be distilled, articulated, and presented so that all Singaporeans know where Singapore is headed. And what is the Singapore that all Singaporeans can look forward to? Singapore has benefited immensely from the hard work from all Singaporeans in the early days. But we are now at a juncture where a need for new leaders will bring all of us forward together. This is why Progress Singapore Party is standing here before you today. Singapore's legacy cannot be squandered. Progress Singapore Party wants to build upon the foundation that we have and involve you in building a collective vision for Singapore. We know that there will always be economic turbulence ahead, but we believe that by having a collective vision, it will tide us through the tough times ahead. We must be united in the belief that Singapore can be so much more. Singapore can be a model eco-city for the others to follow. Singapore can be more compassionate towards hardworking Singaporeans who are struggling to make a living wage. Singapore can exercise moral courage in global issues such as climate change, racism, and inequality of all forms. Singapore can be a leader in developing new standards for sustainability and contribute global solutions to issues that the world may face collectively in the future. And we can do that together through pursuing better indicators of living standards beyond the GDP and other indicators that matter more in our present society. We can do that together by providing more transparency in why public policies are designed the way they are. And I would like to emphasize on this. Politics and policies must make sense to the common people. We can do that together with our strong civil service and create better policies, or be prepared to slaughter sacred cow policies that perpetuates social inequality and re-examine divisive policies. But here's the key. We have to do it together. To achieve this compassionate, more equal society that we are talking about, and the vision that we want for Singapore, all of us have to work towards it together. the outcome of our efforts, good or bad, pretty or ugly, it does not just belong to Progress Singapore Party. It belongs to all of us. And we are only as good as Singaporeans get. What I'm doing, along with the other brave souls that have joined us, is just taking a lead. We know that it's going to be hard since we have long lost the mechanism for frank and candid discussions on politics and policies. We know that it's going to be hard to strike a balance between giving Singaporeans the fair share of fruits of labor and not being seen as populists. We know that it's not going to be easy to convince Singaporeans to take a leap of faith with us. But we're still going to do this because we only want what's better for Singapore and Singaporeans. For the love of our country and people, please come join us today. Majulah Singapura.